Hello everyone and welcome to a commentary for Malphite, the Shard of the Monolith. And this was kind of a game that I felt like uploading because I was pretty happy with the results. I mean, it was a little bit of a stomp, which I don't really usually like uploading because it doesn't really show you too many mechanics. But a few of the things that I wanted to discuss and show to you guys today was kind of a differentiation of how you build Malphite now as opposed to how you built him like at the beginning of Season 2. Now, there are a few things that kind of remain the same. For instance, I do still get a Haunting Guise, and then and a what's it called? A Leandri's Torment. However, some of the other stuff, like for instance, back in the day, I wouldn't get Frozen Fist, or rather Iceborne Gauntlet, whatever the hell you call it now. I don't really mind what you call it as opposed now as opposed to what you called it then. But regardless, now you can't get 9 potions and like 2 wards, so that was changed. So it kind of dampers a lot of the choices that top laners without mana can get. It's like you can get pretty much cloth armor or boots at this point. With Malphite, not much changed. I mean, you can't get as many potions with your potion thing, but here, I want to show you something. This Rumble thought he could fight me at level 1, and that was kind of why he started to deteriorate in this lane. Ordinarily, a Rumble is a big counter to Malphite. Another thing is that I'm pretty sure this Rumble this was like his first time ever playing him, so there's also that. So he misses both his harpoons, so I know that I can win that trade on him. However, he did get me to burn like all of my mana, so I do need to be a little more cautious at this point. My shield is down. It's not going to come up for another few seconds, and there it comes. Never mind, actually. I don't know what I'm thinking. So his flamethrower spitter went away, so I went ahead and traded in on him a little bit. Really, what it comes down to against Rumble is managing his cooldowns effectively. It's managing how you fight him in between cooldowns, because you don't want to fight him if you don't know you can win when his flame spitter's up. Because I do know I did only fight him early on when his flame spitter was down, or if it missed a lot, or such and such. And right here, by the way, Rumble decides to fight me, and then I go after him. So, and I don't know why he auto-attacked me again. I'm obviously going to kill him. And I wanted to save my my flash, so I went ahead and just kept chasing him. There was really nothing he could do at that point. He kind of got into a bad engagement, and he paid the price for that. So now I'm effectively really ahead in this lane. I can go ahead and get some experience at this part of the turret. However, I do kind of not have that much mana left, so I'm really wary of that. So I'm just auto-attacking things because I don't want to. I know I'm going to miss a few last hits, but I do want to conserve my mana until Rumble gets back or something. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about against an AP character with Malphite is, first off, it's not the end of the world if you're fighting someone AP as Malphite, as exhibited in my last Malphite commentary. You can still fight them, you just have to be a little more cautious because you can't straight up win engagements because your attack speed slow thing is not going to do anything against them. So I'm effectively a level ahead of Rumble. Right there, he probably should have just traded in on me, knowing that I probably couldn't retaliate. I wanted to make sure that he didn't try to fight me without with his passive on, and so now I go back because I don't have mana. He, however, decides to tank a few turret hits just to keep me from going back, and I don't know exactly how I feel about that situation, because granted, if you're ahead in the lane and you want to bully someone into not going back, that's fine, like, you can do that, but this Rumble was by no stretch of the imagination ahead in any sense. So him bullying me and taking 2 tower shots for that really wasn't the wisest of choices. Another thing is that I know that I can teleport and then be fine at this point. So really, Cho'Gath staying around here really doesn't do much about this. I'm just waiting until I get enough mana and my ultimate, and then I just go in on Rumble like this. And there's nothing they can do about it, because Cho doesn't have double buffs, and he can't really keep me from killing Rumble when he's that low. See, him bullying me really didn't do much, because he didn't notice that I actually had mana left for one more spell. So he ended up paying the price in that engagement, and now I have 2 kills. I have my Haunting guys, and all I lost was a teleport. So right now I'm just getting as many last hits of the turret as I could. With Malphite, you're gonna... it's not as bad as Kassadin when it comes to how many minions you lose at your turret early. However, I will say that it is kind of hard early on against people that know what they're doing, and against people that push, because you're kind of early game Malphite and kind of weak as hell. It's gonna be really hard to it's going to be really hard to get all the last hits that come to your turret, because everyone's probably going to try to push you away from your turret. So right here, I go ahead and max my Q first in this lane, because of course Rumble doesn't really scale on attack speed. I probably should have just gone ahead and maxed my E anyway, just because of the fact that it has a lower cooldown, and it doesn't do higher base damage, but however, it has a lower cooldown, and it also has lower mana cost, so it would be a lot better than using my Qs over and over again. But however, if I had like a Chalice or something, I really wouldn't have had to worry about using my Q very much. Chalice, I don't know, I've been kind of steering away from it a little bit more, because I feel like if you're cautious with your mana enough, then you should be fine, like, not using it. You should be fine not getting a Chalice. And by the way, 3 people top, because I'm fucking fed out of my mind right now, and they want to put me behind rather than focusing on putting the Vayne behind bottom lane, which I'm not exactly sure what their mentality was, but I guess more power to them. So I go ahead and turn on them, and what's-his-name gets a really bad ultimate off, and unfortunately I can't help him just yet because I don't have cooldowns at all, so unfortunately Jarvan's going to have to die for that. I would have gone in if I knew that I wouldn't die as well, but I'm not confident in my ability yet to fight more than one person. Another thing is that they're both still up here, so I'm wasting a lot of time. I'm wasting their time a lot, and I got a kill. So my flash was definitely worth it, because in the meantime, Diana was able to make a play at mid lane against. Actually, she didn't really make a play. I think she got blue buff. Let me double check. Looks like it looks like she got their blue buff. Because I think she was just over here, if I do recall correctly. So in the meantime, while they were wasting time over in top lane, Diana was able to go get their blue, and Twisted Fate was not. And Diana got to roam bottom. So inadvertently, them wasting time at top made it so they couldn't do much later on in the game. They also didn't set me behind very much. They denied me a bit of farm, but I'm still 10 minions over Rumble in farm. So I forget what item I get right when I go back. I was just looking around to see what I could get. I get my Chain Vest because I'm not really worried about Rumble's damage output. However, I am a little bit worried about their Ezreal. In all honesty, since they had double AP, I probably actually should have gone like something like a Negatron or something, because then nobody could ever hope to do damage. However, I feel like they were both far enough behind to the point where it didn't end up mattering what I got in the end. I just wanted my Frozen Fist because I wanted more sticking power, and I wanted it as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit through this, and I go ahead and kill his turret, and I don't know what the hell this Rumble was thinking, but now he's gonna die. However, I don't know why I didn't just wait to use my ulti until I could hit both of them, but it's okay, because I ended up getting both those kills. In all honesty, that was a really bad ultimate. I wouldn't recommend using an ultimate like that unless you know that you're probably going to kill the other one in the end anyway, which I was. I was pretty confident in my ability to kill both of them. Now I have a red buff. red buff on Malphite really isn't that amazing, but it's better than Cho having it, or Twisted Fate, or someone that can actually use it. However, I do kind of wish that Jarvan got that kill, just so he had their red buff and ours. But since he stole theirs, it really didn't end up mattering anyway. So Jarvan is still in their jungle because he can be. Another free kill at top. Honestly, what I did tell Jarvan after what's it called? After these guys like made Rumble worth money again. What I told him was honestly he should just go camp bottom lane. Because bottom lane now has I actually think they have one death, but I was starting to see that Ezreal was getting a kill on everybody, was getting kills on people. So I wanted Jarvan to make more plays at bottom lane, especially since he was getting snowballed on assists everywhere else, to the point where he'd be strong enough to go ahead and take care of bottom lane pretty quickly. So I get my Glacial Shroud for increased cooldown reduction, armor, and mana. I definitely like the mana portion because as Malphite, I am of course very mana hungry, and so having as much mana as I can is very useful. You can still get Frozen. You can still get Glacial Shroud and Frozen Heart if you have Frozen Fist. But I would recommend getting only one of them if there's a double AP. If there's a double AP team like this one, Rumble TF is definitely one of those lanes where you don't want to do that very much. Also, I don't know what the hell this Rumble was thinking, but now he's going to die to my auto attacks. He's really far behind at this point, and now Jarvan can just make plays at bottom lane because he doesn't really have to worry about anyone in particular. Cho has a little bit of magic resist and health, so he's obviously not going to not really going to take much damage in the end. Honestly, one of the things I had an issue with this Rumble in particular, was look how he was building even though he was behind. He was obviously very new to Rumble and new to top lane if he honestly thought that getting a Hextech Revolver and Sorcerer Shoes against an AP Malphite that's ahead of you was a good idea. Because honestly, I feel like if you're behind, you should build like you're behind. You should never build like you want to do more damage necessarily, because honestly, snowballing a lane out of control while also having a lot of damage only really works if you're an assassin, and Rumble is not really an assassin character. He's more like an AP bruiser, like more focused on DPS type thing. He is more focused on DPS, but he should be more focused on surviving me. So what I thought he should have been doing against a lane like this is just ditching those Sorcerer Shoes and Revolver, and just straight up going like something like an Abyssal Scepter or something, and then a Rylai's Crystal Scepter. So unfortunately, Ezreal's getting really snowballed, but that doesn't matter because Diana gets the shutdown. Diana's starting to get really far ahead, so not a whole lot they can do. Also, good job, Cho, for not feasting the blue buff, and now you're not gonna get her. So now that Vayne's here, they can go ahead and kill Twisted Fate. Sorry guys, I kind of shifted away from my lane because not much is happening at this point. I know I could probably kill Rumble again, but what I do want to do more so is I want to push this tower, because Rumble at this point is not worth any money whatsoever. So killing him is not going to do very much good. Really, what I'm focused more on is killing the tower, and then killing him if he gets too ballsy. And the kill wouldn't necessarily be just to kill him for the gold. It would be more so to get rid of him so that I don't have to worry about him getting in the way of the objective. But yeah, honestly, I feel like this Rumble built wrong for how behind he was. One of the primary reasons I wanted to do this video was not necessarily to call out this like Rumble for being a bad player or anything, but it was to clarify what you should do if you do get behind in top lane. Because I know this is a stomp, but there is something to learn from Rumble's mistake. Especially in this case. Like, why would you use your ultimate, like, when you... I don't understand. Anyway, I turned back around. I'm like, oh no, they're gonna go after me. But then I'm like, fuck this, dude. I know I can kill Rumble at this point. So I decided to go ahead and do that. I could have gone after TF if I had more mana, but I didn't want to, like, tempt fate because I didn't know where Cho was. And I didn't want to give up my killing spree gold to anybody. So at this point, I'm just kind of pushing again. Not a whole lot going on here. I probably have enough money for my Frozen Fist at this point. And once I get Frozen Fist, that's about the time when I start making more plays. See, right here, I accidentally go after that, what's it called, I don't even remember, was it Ezreal? I think it was Ezreal, I don't recall. Sorry, I'm an old person, people. I don't have very good memory. And, yeah, so I teleported to this ward over here as the fight was going on, because they were starting to chase after my team, and then I could teleport to this ward right here, and then just corner them, and then kill them, because I do a lot of damage right now. Okay, so... we're gonna push this turret down, and there's nothing people can really do to stop us, other than like Cho being around. But even then, it's like, oh no, he's going after me of all people. What am I gonna do? So now that Cho is low enough, I go ahead and do that because he did not see that coming, I guess. So both Diana and I are legendary. So at this point, it's just a matter of cleaning up. Rumble is still really behind, but good on him for going for that haunting guys, I guess, actually. Never mind. I thought he had gotten a lot more health than that, but I just feel like, yeah, again, I'm not like calling this guy out. I just feel like if he's gonna go ahead and do stuff like this, I don't know how I feel about him necessarily going top lane again, because I feel like he doesn't exactly know the mechanics quite yet of what you do if you're behind. Because I showed you guys when I was playing my other Malphite commentary, when I was getting just kind of wrecked by that Rumble. He wasn't killing me a lot, but he was definitely bullying me. I showed you guys what to do if you're getting pressured a lot. You need to build like you're behind and everything. We kind of ignore the Janna because she kind of gets derp caught and everything. I don't know what the hell this Jarvan's doing. Just kind of passing through, I guess. So I go ahead and cover this Jarvan's ass just in case they go after him. I don't have much mana left, but it doesn't really matter because there's not a whole lot left in this game anyway. We just go ahead and push down this turret. I go ahead and go back and get my Merc Treads because I'm not very fast yet. And I get my Blasting Wand for my inevitable Abyssal Scepter, just so I can provide like more magic resist shred and everything, and also survive longer. And well, that Taric does the most amazing flash in the universe. And I don't even know what this game is anymore. So yeah, I really don't. So let's keep pushing down this turret, I guess, and so we keep pushing it down, and at this point now we can just run away and recuperate from us being this far ahead. So I'm just going back for my Negatron Cloak because that will just prevent any of the members of their team from doing any more damage, and honestly I'm not very worried about Blue Ezreal, because I feel like people don't really know when to build it, when not to. So they don't have an AD carry that does much damage, especially against a Malphite, and their AP carries are now rendered pretty much obsolete, but due to Diana and my builds at this point. Good freaking Blade of the Ruined King, Diana. I'm sure you will do a lot with that. That is one of the best items ever for Diana. So, let us continue with this game, and I'm going back top because I see a lot of delicious farm, and unfortunately our turret goes away, but that's like their second turret of the game. I don't know why the hell I teleported so late. But Vayne gets a triple kill, so that doesn't end up mattering. So we aced them. Not a whole lot left in this game. But maybe that getting an Aegis of the Legion will probably help them in the next team fight. Because that'll mean that, you know, we won't do very much damage anymore. And Taric will have a lot more magic resistant armor. Oh no! I'm terrified of these guys, man. They're gonna kill me. Yeah, after seeing that Twisted Fate's damage on me, I kind of knew it was over. Like, it had been over for a long time, but, you know, whatever. I'm gonna stop tooting my own horn because it's kind of irritating to people, including me, whenever other people do it to me. So, yeah, I get my Abyssal Scepter. Definitely gonna do quite a bit of damage at this point. I see Ezreal there. He uses, like, all of his gap closers, so I use my one gap closers, knowing that he doesn't have any more. And I go ahead and kill the Ezreal. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that Twisted Fate was doing, but now he's gonna die. I don't even think Jarvan even needed to use his ultimate, but I guess more power to you. I mean, there's a lot. He's kind of really far ahead. So we go ahead and kill this Rumble that's worth, like, absolutely no money. And that will help us win even faster. And he eats me, which is not very nice. That Cho, we'll go ahead and tell that Cho to stop being such a meanie head. And we go ahead and win this game, everybody, and that's about GG. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned a little bit about what to build and what not to build on Malphite and behind top laner, respectively. And go ahead and like, subscribe, favorite, whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.